Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Unrooted Women's Volleyball Edition, and my guest for this week's show is none other than senior outside hitter on the women's volleyball team here at Menslo College for the final time on Unrooted, Kenzie Carpenter. Kenzie, thanks so much for joining me on the show.
Thanks for having me again, Brian.
You're very welcome. You were so good the first time I had you bring you back the second time.
Perfect.
Now you've had a bit of an unfortunate string of injuries after your fantastic start to the 2018 season. First of all, how are you doing physically, and how have you been able to stay sharp during your 3 weeks off?
Physically, I'm doing a lot better. My pinky's finally getting healed after being fractured in the UC Merced game. And then my ankle is also doing better. I had my first practice partially back yesterday.
Awesome.
So that's always good. But to stay sharp, when I hurt my finger, it's super easy to stay lifting and doing most of the things just modified. So I worked my legs so hard that week, and then I came back feeling good, and then sprained my ankle, so I couldn't do as much then. So I just did mostly core.
And now here you are ready to go, hopefully this weekend in Southern California?
Really hoping so.
All right.
Fingers.
All right. Let's hope to see you with 10, 15, 20 kills.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Right?
20.
20?
Yeah.
We're going for 20 kills for Kenzie Carpenter each day.
Oh.
Not total, each day.
Each day. 20 kills.
The bar's been set. The bar's been set.
All right, 40 kills over the weekend.
You got this.
Got it.
I don't have any doubts.
Me either.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to Pamela and Jade. Please set Kenzie up with every
Set me
single
a lot.
ball. Yeah.
Give me those one-on-ones.
Yeah, one-on-one, she's going to do the rest. We already know that. Now, last year, you earned the Menslo Athletic Service Award from our department here, and it's given to one student every year who contributes heavily to our department and what we do. What did earning that award mean to you?
I mean, it was awesome. I definitely didn't expect to get it. Like, seeing my name even on the nominees thing, I was like, what? My hand started shaking. I was like, I'm going to go in front of all these people. And I won it, and it's just kind of recognition that all of my work here for you guys has really made an impact, and I have a legacy.
Absolutely. And we thank you for everything you've done, including the intro graphic initially on the 2016-17 version of Unrooted, which was 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Boy, we're old now, aren't we?
Right.
This is scary. Yeah. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the team now. I want to begin by something I noticed in the pregame huddle last weekend. There was a blue rubber chicken. Now, I want to know the story behind why this chicken was introduced, but I'm also kind of scared. So can you explain, please? Oh, you have it, don't you?
I might have the chicken.
Oh, no.
So this is our chicken.
Squeeze me.
So it started in Hawaii. We went to Hawaii for our preseason trip, team retreat thing, and we stayed in this house. And everyone thought this chicken was left by some random person, and it just ended up in people's beds, pillowcases, backpacks, like everywhere. And we found out Denise bought it and messed with us and put it in all of our stuff. So we brought it back home, and it's now our team mascot, and whoever has it has to hide it in someone else's stuff.
Okay, so does this chicken have a name?
No.
You gotta name the chicken.
We need to name the chicken.
If it's the team mascot, you have to name the chicken.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna name the chicken and make an Instagram page for the chicken.
Oh my. So every week the person who has it or whatever, every day, they're going to be the ones who are tasked with taking a picture of the chicken or of the chicken's perspective, something like that?
Yep. It's like a Instagram takeover thing.
Instagram takeover of the blue rubber chicken.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. Yeah, leave them right there. Why not? It's a team mascot. You have to. Now, slow starts have been regular occurrences for this team all season long. They continued last week during the 3 matches. What have you tried to do differently to start with more energy?
So Denise is really focusing a lot on this with us. It starts in practice, so we've been talking about this a lot since it's been happening a lot. Our first thing is to make practices as game-like as possible. So we need to start practice with as much energy as we would have at the end of practice. And she just initiated the no walking rule. So whenever we're in the gym, there's no walking at all. And then also we are emphasizing more of the warm-ups of games, so that kind of sets the energy and the level for the rest of the day.
Getting yourself more accustomed to that game day feel.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, makes sense. Yeah. Now, the constant forces on this team always seem to be Maggie McDonald and Moya Keiko Oha. They can do a little bit of everything for this team, and they have so far here in 2018. How does their versatility prove to be so beneficial for everyone else around them?
I mean, it's huge. When Maggie's on, Her energy is so radiant, you just can't help but just like get hyped and cheer her for every single point and every kill that she gets, which is super awesome. Both of them have won the GSAC Player of the Week award,
right.
which is great to have on our side because a lot of teams haven't even won one of those yet.
Exactly.
And then Mo is super consistent. She's one of the best serve-receive passers on the team. She also has a cannon for an arm, so I would not want to be on the other side of that in a game. So.
Yeah. I know RB has described it as a howitzer.
A howitzer?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah. He's used that. He's used rocket. He's used like a whole bunch of different things. And every time he says it, he's like, pulls it out of her sleeve.
Oh, my
like,
gosh.
geez, she has a lot of stuff in that sleeve of hers because
That's so funny.
her right arm is mighty powerful when she gets up
ridiculous.
there, too.
And she can jump out of the gym.
Yeah, because she's only 5'7", but all of a sudden she's 6'3"
like this
at
far
the
over
net.
the net. Yeah.
It's absolutely incredible. Now, a big road trip looms for the Oaks this weekend down in Southern California. You're taking on a pair of ranked teams in the Masters University and Westmont College, both conference games as well.
Yep.
What's the plan of attack to take down two of the best teams in the nation?
Well, we're really focusing on 1 point at a time. At this point in the conference, it's anyone's game. So we're basically taking each game as a huge game. So these ones are just ranked teams that we have to compete against. But we're going to look at a lot of film, really get our strategies set, and focus throughout this week to get our energy going on a higher level so we can come into those games with the energy that we want.
Start aggressive, end aggressive. 3-set wins, 20 kills for Kenzie Carpenter each time.
Exactly.
That's the plan of attack. That's how you're going to beat two ranked teams in the
Westmont
GSAC.
and Masters.
Like, you already warned Vanguard, and they didn't heed the warning. So
That's true.
Yeah.
And we beat them.
And you did.
Huh.
So that's one ranked team you faced. You're 1 for 1 so far this year. So statistically speaking, small sample size, but 2 wins
on our side.
on the way. All right, Kenzie, let's get into the final segment of the show. It's called Brownie Bites. Your final 3 brownie bites ever as an Oak. And unfortunately, I don't have the brownie bites like we had last time.
Yeah, very unfortunate because they were very good.
But we have a rubber chicken, so let's go with that. Question number 1, which teammate would enjoy the ice bath the most?
I'd say Sophia, just because I recently saw her in the ice bath, and I think she is the one that wants to get one the most. I don't know why, but I feel like that's just who it would be.
Do you enjoy the ice bath?
At first I hate it. I like your toes get all cramped and numb, and then it just hurts. Then after a while, after like 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on how long it's been since your previous ice bath, then it's okay. Then you just kind of listen to music and hang out.
How many do you get per year?
Not many. I like stick my limbs in buckets of ice instead.
Okay, so you don't go the full body bath. You're going,
Yeah.
until like you one game have like a full body injury.
Yeah.
Because you've already had the hand, you've had the ankle, like you're not too far away.
After this week, I'll probably need an ice bath because I haven't played in like 3 weeks.
That's true. But at least you won't be actually in pain, you'll just be sore.
True.
So that hopefully will be...
It's a lot better than being in pain.
Exactly. Question number 2, which teammate is most likely to wear a rubber chicken costume reminiscent of this guy?
Definitely Emily. She was always asking where this thing is, and I got it out of her locker. I see her wearing it for something. I don't know why, but she just loves the chicken.
Can we please make this her Halloween costume this year?
Oh, I wish. That'd be awesome.
Maybe we start a GoFundMe page. Everyone
Jaden,
contributing.
get on it. Jaden, GoFundMe page.
Yeah, Jaden. And if you don't remember how to do that, get out one of your pens and pencils, write it down, and take donations. Just start going around asking people. I'd probably contribute to that, to see her in a chicken costume.
Yeah, I would too. That'd be awesome.
I don't know who wouldn't.
Emily.
Well, yeah, aside from Emily, but that doesn't matter.
Everyone
Her
else
opinion
loves
doesn't
it.
matter right now. Her opinion does not matter for this whatsoever. And then question number 3, if you could choose one teammate to go line dancing with, who would it be and why?
Janae.
Why? Because she's from Texas.
No, she just loves dancing.
Okay.
When we were in LA on our road trip, I had to stick my foot in a bucket of ice. And my foot was hurting because it was a bucket of ice.
Yeah.
So she was one of my roommates, and she's like, wait, let me distract you. So she just started dancing all over the room. And it ended up lasting like an hour and a half.
You just randomly thought that would take your mind off of your foot?
Yes.
And did it work?
It did. It worked really well because she then pulled out a video of a dance she knows and like set it in front of me while she did it behind.
What was it called?
I have no idea.
You'd never heard of it before.
No idea.
If you haven't heard of it before, odds are I haven't heard of it before because I'm less cultured than you are. So
I don't know. I'm not very cultured. I didn't know what it was.
Look, there's absolutely no chance that I would know anything about any dance that Janae would ever do, but I'm glad that it distracted you from your foot.
Me too.
I don't even know what to say anymore, so I'm just going to wrap up the show.
All right.
Kenzie, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
It's been a pleasure.
It has always been a pleasure. And the chicken would like to say goodbye as well. If you have any suggestions for the chicken name, send them to Menslo Volleyball, send them to me. I don't care. Like, I will take any names for this. I don't know what he looks like. If it's a he, it could be a she. I don't really know.
Idea.
I don't know what kind of name a chicken would be given.
I know, and we definitely can't name it Okie because we have an Okie.
Well, also, it's not an oak.
I know,
like
but
Okie the chicken? What is that?
That's true.
That. All right, folks. Well, anyways, thank you for tuning into this episode. Next week, Kenzie Carpenter will select the next interviewee by me, Brian Brownfield, right here on Unrooted Women's Volleyball Edition. Maybe that person will have the chicken. I don't know, but you'll just have to watch next week to find out. The Oaks going down to Southern California, 2 ranked matches against the Masters University on Friday, Westmont College on Saturday. We'll see you next week. Take care, everyone.
Bye.